Welcome to our crib.
Say hello there. Hello there. What do you think? Baby, thumbs up? Thumbs up, huh?
We're at Lowe's and Hoochie over here is in the curbside pickup and we're not in curbside.
And I'm not a black car mom or a white car mom.
We're a green car mom.
Well, we are here. We got to get stakes to stake out the footprint of where our slab's gonna go. We got to figure out where our driveway is gonna go. We have got to figure out the size of a culvert for our ditch for the driveway to go over. And so currently right now we're going to go get some rebar stakes so we can string up some lines, and we will go in and grab these and then go to the property and go from there.
Here's one of our babies. This is Kennedy.
It's Kennedy. Ready to go?
I wonder what our favorite color is. Green, green, green. Cutie. You can never go into a store with a baby or he's waving or a Frenchie without a million people stopping.
Tell the people who you are.
Kaya.
Okay, we got the whole crew here. You know, as we discussed, we just went to Lowe's, we grabbed our stakes. We're gonna start kind of giving ourselves the layout of where the concrete's gonna go, just so we can kind of get a feel for the lot itself. Put down some flags for the driveway and a couple little things like that.
Hello, my name's Kaya. I'm gonna put this further out. I need to put pieces up there so I can put flags where I need to put them.
Because we're gonna lay out the house and the driveway, huh? Yep.
As you see right here, this is gonna kind of be the actual structure itself. So like when you look at this is gonna be the interior layout. You'll see right here, this is obviously the covered porch area. So what we want to do right here is we want to flag out and kind of get the dimension of where the concrete for the porch is going to be and where the actual slab foundation is going to be. Which again, the house is going to be 62 feet, 4.5 inches in length. Depth is going to be 39 feet right here. And then the porch extension is going to be 8 feet. Our whole idea here is let's flag out and kind of string up where this pad's going to sit, where that porch is going to sit. So normally when you get your blueprints, you'll have your actual like your floor plan, but then you'll also have like your elevations. So like if you look at this right here, this will kind of give you like a level view of the front elevation of the home, the front door, the windows. The porch isn't included in that section, but when you look here, you'll obviously see, you know, that view of the home right there. I can say this is one of the perks of a household full of women, or girls I should say at this point. Little hair ties for rubber bands. Now we got flags, we got a 300-foot tape, we got our string, and we got our marking paint. So
We're very visual people.
yeah, we learned, you know, if you want to get somewhat of a plumb straight line, you got to rebar it and then string it, and then we'll string this up and kind of go from there. So we do not want to build directly under the power line. So the actual home's going to start right on the right side of the power line. So if it does drop, which hopefully that never happens, it drops onto the actual driveway away from the home instead of straight onto the house. So where we're going to start is going to be exactly on that right side of that from here. So we had to pay to get this whole thing surveyed because we really didn't know where our lines started and where they stopped. And obviously with the main road being back there, the county owns a certain percentage of the land as an easement. So our property line actually goes back in here, and you kind of see some flags and things that we had marked out. But when we did this dirt work, I was horrified that we were never going to be able to find those lines again. So through, what happened?
And we went to a different bank
She's talking about our bank situation we talked about last video.
Basically put rebar in, I put a piece of string on here so I would then be able to pull it out and know where our line was, which hopefully that works, right? Yep, please, you watch. And what I did too is I tried to spray the line orange so I would know that that's where it was level at, you know? So that's where it was flagged.
Basically, we can't build back behind here, so we had to make sure that that was staked out so we knew exactly where the end or the start of our back porch would be, which our back porch really isn't the focus of this house. We're gonna have a really nice back porch on that house, but this house we're more focused on the front porch because, like I said, we can only build a certain extent, and we're right by the road in the front of our house, so we didn't want to be too close to the road, so we backed up the house as far as we could go, and then we're focusing more on the front porch. This little girl picked out her own outfit, got those boots on, got her little necklace on, she packed her purse with the camera. Yes, sister girl, she's sleeping.
Let's see this way. I'm putting flat the orange right there.
Last year we put this road in. This road was never here. It was in the middle of our property. There was nothing here but trees. So we put a road in to go to the back, and there were things that they did not tell us when they made this road and did the whole upper lot up there. And so now when they came back, they're like, ooh, not looking good. Here's what we should do, which we were not stoked. We were not stoked about because we were only trying to put money in across the street where we're building.
Yeah, and I think partially, you know, some of that's my fault too. You know, to the company's point of view or point of things, I think. Oh my gosh! Goodness, the camera keeps spinning. You know, I think when you're doing dirt work like this and you're excavating things out, you don't really know how the water's going to shed, and you don't know where it's going to be geared towards and where it's going to wash out, where it's not. We did our best to bring in culverts with, you know, the big pipe that would go underneath roads to direct the flow. We don't know where we were. The camera shut off on us. Basically, long story short, we had a beautiful pad built back there. Beautiful road built all the way throughout the whole forest to get us back up there. You don't really know how the water's going to shed. Unfortunately, last year we really found out where that water's going to shed and how it's going to rock and roll. We put culverts in, we put pipes to try to direct the flow of water last year, but still we really didn't know. So we couldn't even get up that driveway 2 weeks ago. We couldn't even pull a trailer up there.
It was bad.
So it's horrible because when you spend that much money on land prep, you need to actually maintain and make sure that it's going to be okay. we had two options for the slope on the backside of that pad, either stoning the whole slope or seeding the whole slope. If you seed the whole slope, that means you're gonna have to mow the whole thing, and it's so steep and it's so long that you're almost better off putting the rock on the slope. But I mean, one dump truck load of rock costs $700, and that's not including an excavator to spread it, to smash it, to lock it all in. So I mean, with the price of that excavator right there, $150 an hour, one load of stone, $700 a load, it would probably take to do that whole backside in that stone. I think we did the math, it'd take around 30 to 35 loads of that stone around the whole pad. I mean, we didn't think it was going to shed water as bad as it did, which we're now in the situation where we're redoing something that we've once spent money on. It's tough and it's frustrating, but at the same time, we're trying to protect the investment that we put into that back pad there. And when you look, and we have some videos of pulling out trees and basically putting, it's called Gabion stone. It's basically like a white lime wash stone that basically, what we did is we put fabric, we V-ditched out everything along the road on the side where the water's gonna shed, and then we laid fabric down underneath it, and then we smashed that rock in. So any water or any sediment that goes onto that rock, in theory, should drop through that rock and then hit that fabric and go down towards the pipes or the culverts that we put in place, preventing anything from washing out. At this point, I mean, we've redone the road. We didn't actually redo the main structure of the road, but we just did a whole ditch. Kind of what Kelly was saying in the beginning is frustrating because we should have done that in the beginning. We
weren't told that.
And I can't, I don't want to put it on them because I don't necessarily know if
they knew that it was going to happen.
Yeah, but I don't think, but again, too, like they said, they didn't really know it was going to wash out that bad until we did this. But at least now we're done. The stone's locked in place. We're ready to rock and roll. 20 bucks to whoever can tell us what type of, well, that's not fair. They're going to be looking about what type of tree that is.
This one. 20 bucks. You got to put your Venmo and your answer.
There you go. First person.
First person. What type of tree is that? Okay, so this we were recording the other day and my phone died, but we have this all measured out to where the house exactly will sit. So this kind of like before I was explaining that we're not really focused on a back porch. We're going to try to level that out a little more to give us a little room, but otherwise our main focus will be the front porch. And so this will be the back of the house. Here's where our driveway, which is from the video the other day. And then this is coming up to, like, here's our room, and then this will be our front porch. But we're going to show a picture of a couple house colors that we really like. And we're going to let you guys help us decide which one. I got two, no yellow. I got two that I really like. And then he apparently has one that I haven't seen yet. But choose option A.
What option A is my option?
No, I'm making the video.
I didn't show our fancy culvert here.
Oh, this is what's coming up next. This is what they're going to be here, hopefully done. And they leave tomorrow, I hope. Praying.
We got a nice double wall plastic culvert, last a lifetime. Nobody would probably believe how expensive those little things are.
How much were they before?
Oh, those did. They dropped in during COVID when we bought ours. Each one of those sticks was probably like over $1,000. That one right there would have been probably like $1,500, and that one's now down to $380. I think with delivery it was like $380 or something like. No, yeah, with delivery is like $380. So I mean, that's pretty drastic. Which I mean, that's crazy. But the only downside is they didn't come in. We needed a specific length to fit right here underneath the driveway when we went to pour the concrete. The main issue was the certain diameter we needed only came in 2 pieces. So then we would have had to try to fuse them together, which if we bumped up a little bit, we could get the length that we needed. And so we're just going to notch this ditch out a little bit deeper so it drops in there and it's not drastically bumped up. But we got this stone to put over top of it, and then we'll concrete the whole driveway coming out, and then it'll feather out a little bit. So Basically, the skid steer is in the driveway right now.
Yep.
There's some of that fancy stone. Next project is we got to get a perk test for our septic system, which the gentleman that does the perk test for this county might be on one of the videos explaining a little bit about that. We got to get a perk test for the septic system. Everything that we marked out will be getting prepped up with forms to get ready to pour concrete. But when we prep up the forms, we'll bring in our plumber and our electrician to do all the underslab work. And then there'll be videos of the plumber, the electrician, slab, or getting everything prepped up. And then shortly after that, we go from concrete to framing.
Yep. So that's about it for this video. Like we just mentioned, help us decide the color that we're going to do because we still have no idea. Comment below, tell us A, B, or C, what you think. Subscribe, like the channel if you enjoyed it.
And if you guess what kind of tree that is, you got to put a comment in the
And your Venmo, because the first person to get it right will send you $20.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next Wednesday.